Yeah. We just literally walked off the field about 2 minutes ago. Practice number 9, coming up to scrimmage this weekend, and then our final one, coming up with our spring game on the 20th. So I think we're at a good place. We've done a great job up to this point, getting a chance to identify. We had winter, and we had some time to try to identify what these guys were physically, and now we have a chance to see what they are, regarding football. And I think it's, an exciting group to watch. There's, as you know, a lot of people that have left this team. So we have more than 96% of production from last year not here. So, there's a lot of work to be done, and I think our guys are doing a nice job of it up to this point.
And we'll open up now for questions for any of our media on the call. Raise your hand and I'll call on you to ask those questions. Joe, go ahead and kick it off with you.
Hey, Coach. As you're settling in, know you have a few former pretty high-profile guys joining your team. Wanted to ask you about a couple of them. If we could start with Dylan Morris, and if you could just talk a little bit about what you've kind of seen from him in spring ball and how he's kind of preparing to, be the quarterback.
Yeah, well, Dylan's done a great job up to this point. First, he's, the ultimate competitor. He is a great leader, and he picks up a lot of offense picks up a lot of offense very, very quickly. He is fun to be around. He leads these guys, and I'm looking out at the field right now. Practice was over a couple of minutes ago, and he's still out there. So it tells you something about just his work ethic and his commitment, to this program and to his craft. He's done a great job. He sees things, quickly on the field, and the game moves at a decently slow rate of speed for him. So he's done a really nice job competing, which he's still doing. There's no decision anywhere near made at this moment, but he's done a great job of, representing himself and his family and our program up to this point.
And Raymond Scott as well, the linebacker from Fresno State. How's he settling in?
He's doing a great job as well. So, it's a whole new defense for all these guys. So it takes a lot. We're throwing a lot at them offensively as well. So it's one of these moments where, there's still a lot, right? And we are finally complete with our scheme after today of getting through, some of the, the exotic stuff that the offense will throw at you. And now we're able to just start to bear down. A much better day today. We're all, progressing. He is physically very, very good. We just got to keep moving along with the playbook.
And last one from me. If you've answered questions like this, I'm sure you have since you've taken the job, but just settling in with the amount of new players that you have, you said 96%, something like that. I guess, how do you just kind of go about building the trust and the relationship with all these new faces?
Yeah, so that started a little while ago when we got into the winter. We broke our team into 5 different teams, and they were drafted, after spending time with our strength and conditioning staff. And then we went into, a lot of just the tough stuff that every team does when they build. And that's the, in the weight room, but then on the field with sleds and just the stations, things we did, the old, mat drill style things, and, broke into those teams. But within those teams, there were 2 teams in each of those, and they competed against everybody, on this team. So we tried to find like competitions. We scored every single thing we did all winter long, and we really put them in position to win or to learn. And I really, thought that those guys did a great job. So we kind of cross-referenced it as far as, who they were hanging out with and who they were competing against. And now it's kind of shifted gears, and it's more offense and defense. And I think we're finding ourselves in a pretty neat spot. So, and then in those mornings, we had a lot of those mornings where we'd have the coaches then go with them to breakfast, and that position group met and ate together and really got a chance to learn a little bit more about each other than just what they do on that football field.
Thank you.
Coach, JMU's got, obviously a history of sending guys on to the next level to the NFL.
All right, I'm back. Thank you. Sorry.
All right. No worries, Coach. JMU's got a history of sending guys on to the NFL. Obviously, you didn't coach him on the field, but what would it mean for the program to have a guy like Jalen Green get an opportunity at the next level?
I mean, it would mean everything. I think that's the completion, right? That is what most of these guys do. They come here, to try to extend their football career. They want to go to a program that will develop them. They want to go to a program that will help them get to that next level. And he's out here every single day working out. And that not only Jalen, but there's multiple guys out here doing that. And I think that it's, there's a lot of interest on them, and it would mean a lot for our current players, but then also in our recruiting to be able to speak about, sending those guys to the next level. We've had success, at the Division II school I was at, and at the FCS school, we put 13 in the league over, the couple of years we were there. But here, this would be a great start for Jalen, and to, kind of get this whole thing rolling in a positive way as well. So I think our guys see his work. They see what he's done. They know how great of a football player he is, and then the adversity that he went through, and then to just continue to stick with it and fight every single day is pretty fun to watch.
All right, last question here from Hayden.
Hey, Coach, Hayden Hunley with the Breeze. When I was talking to Dylan Morris the other week, he got really giddy talking about some of the weapons he has in Cam Ross and Tajee Hudson. What do you see? What do you see about those guys that really bring to the offense?
You say that last part, it broke up a little bit.
What can you see from those guys, and what do you think they can bring to the offense
in
terms of moving them around?
Yes, I think a lot. Taji's a fun kid to coach, and he's fun to be around. He has fun every single day. He brings it every single day, and he's a leader in a lot of different ways. He really enjoying watching him, compete every single day. And then Cam is just a very capable receiver. He is a great leader. He's been phenomenal in the weight room and through winter conditioning. There's very little that you don't trust, Cam with, and I think that it's fun to watch those guys. And that's you singled out too. There's 3 or 4 other guys in there that I think are stepping up as well, but they have to, because everybody's gone, right? So they have to. They got to be able to push, and they got to be able to fight. And it's fun to watch this competition continue to build amongst the offense and the defense right now. But those 2 guys certainly stand out.